Okay, hey, here's a quick demo on an app that I've been building as a side project to learn a few new skills, coding in particular on the front end. So I'm an EM by full time, but I still enjoy coding and I like building things. So this is what I have. It's a new app built with Next.js as my framework, Clerk JS for authentication, Prisma as my ORM, and PlanetScale as my database as a service. So I'll jump right in, give you a quick demo, and let you know what it is and why I've been building it. So as you can see, if we log in first, this is the auth.js component over here that I've used. I could just enter my email address and continue. That should ask me for my password. And I'll add my password. So I'm just using username and password, but Clerk allows you to add social media logins, connect to GitHub, and even SSO at a click of a button. I also started using Clerk because they have really cool organization support. So I didn't want to build all the organization features, and I wanted it off the shelf. So Clerk's very cool, very easy to use, and integrates quite nicely into Next.js. So the first thing that you can see is when you log in, I have my dashboard page. I've been using shadcn UI as a component library with Tailwind CSS to do this stuff. Most of this in the dashboard is work in progress. I've just been playing around with layouts and cards and so forth to see how it looks. In this example over here on the dashboard, like I said, dummy information. I have a few other menu items around a plan, skills, certifications under the user menu. And then I have an organization menu, which shows departments, teams, and skills. So the context of the app is I'm passionate about building personal development plans for the people that I work with and helping them get clarity on their roles and what their growth looks like while working with an organization or working with me. And I found that there's not really a lot of great tooling around there to enable organizations to scale this and provide that clarity and enable engineering managers or other managers in other departments to build plans that really resonate with people and have the traceability in it and provides clarity of what the competency is required for those particular roles and the skills in those roles that the people are in. So I started modeling my application around departments first. So I think that you should have a department that has different roles within it. So in this example, you can go and you can add a new department to your organization here if you're the admin. So let's just add one called product and give it a brief description. So the description will be, let's call it customer things, and create that. So once that's created, you'll see your department pop up within the table here. If you take a brief look at a department, when you create it, you'll just get a default track in the department and nothing else. The UI is not great, I'm still working on it. But to show you a department that has a bit more information, I'll jump into engineering here. And you'll see in engineering, I have a track called IC, and I have different roles within this department. So I'll show you what it looks like inside a role. So a role will have a name, a description, and the ability to add skills to the role. So in your organization, your roles will have different skills, and all these skills will have different competency levels. So I've leveraged the Dreyfus model of skills acquisition to look at different competency levels within a particular skill that's related to a role. In this example, for a junior engineer, you need JavaScript, C#, and collaboration at different levels of competency, which I find is the important part. And you can add descriptions to these skills, and you can also add examples to these skills. So examples would allow individuals to view these roles and the skills and understand what behaviors do they need to portray in order to get to an understanding or have a conversation about the level of competency they are at for that particular skill or role. So there's other metadata that you can add to roles like labels. So organizations can have different labels for their roles, seniority levels, and also salary if you want to show this in the roles that you have. So another thing that's interesting here is you can add a track. So if I want to add a track, I could add the management track and click add. That will pop up with a new track for you, and in that track you could go and add new roles. So I will just add my role, which is engineering manager. I could give it a description, and let's say work with people, and I'll give it a label. So my role is at level 4. So that's how it is and how simple it is to create a role. You can also go and delete a role, favorite a role, edit it, and make a copy, which I won't go into details about. The next thing you can do is also rename these tracks, so you can call them whatever you want. So IC could be foo, if that's what I want to call it, and that will rename to foo. As you can see, Shad gives us some nice toasts that come up at the bottom for any events that you may trigger. Also be working on a matrix view, which is very work in progress. What I want to do here is I want to take the different tracks and the roles and the skills that you have set up for your organization and generate a matrix of what that might look like in your organization to make it easier or different for people to view. So you'll notice that this department is also in progress. So as you're busy building out your organization and the different departments, you can do so without them being available for people to view. Once you're done, you can set that to live, or even better, you can set it to public and make it available for other people that are not in your organization to view what the paths look like in terms of growth in your organization. So the other thing that I've worked on recently is skills. So very similar to the dashboard page, I'll show you some information about the skills, and you can go and you can add a new skill, or you can view an existing skill. So in this case, let's view an existing skill. You can see I have coding as a skill. Again, the skill name and description. Skills have tags. So tags allow you to group different skills together, make it easier to search and understand where the distribution is of those skills in relation to what you've been tagging them with. I also have used different competency levels, again, related to the Dreyfus model of skills acquisition. So in this example, I have coding as a skill with the novice level, and you can see that's level 1. And for this skill at level 1, you can add a description. I have just a dummy description here. And you can add examples. So at the novice, an example of coding skill at novice level is the basics of coding. So all of this is still work in progress, still building it out. The idea is to also have an acquisition guide for skills in your organization. So you could provide examples to people of, hey, this is how you can acquire the skill, or how you can work towards getting a better level of competency in this particular skill within the organization. Yeah, so I think in terms of functionality, that's all I have. A lot of it is still conceptual in my mind, and it's been taking me a bit longer because I've been learning new things like light theme, dark theme with Shad CN. It's quite cool. Clerk gives you other options like managing your account and making it easy, linking email addresses and seeing who's logged in with your account and what devices, and yeah, everything that you have here. So on that note, I'll log out, and hopefully as I build progress and as I share with you guys what my side project is, maybe your organization could get value out of this, and we could have a chat and see how you can help grow your people, drive clarity, and provide better tools for your managers in your organizations. That's the vision that's starting to form in my head. It's something that I'm enjoying. Spend a few weekends and late nights building this, and yeah, if you've got any feedback or you think this is cool, let me know. I'll be keen to chat and get an idea of what you do in your organization and how are you helping your people grow. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.